The Sooners aren't here, so who do you cheer for in the Women's College World Series? I'm Barry Trammell, along with writer Ryan Hebert. We are here at the Wednesday of the Women's College World Series, which opens on Thursday. And Ryan, no Sooners. Who are fans going to cheer for in this thing?
Well, they've got several options. You've got to start with Oregon. Oregon is the only team in this tournament with an Oklahoman. They've got a young pitcher who hadn't pitched a whole lot recently, but who went to Blanchard High School, was a star there. And so if you're looking for a local connection, there's one. But there's a couple more. Auburn has said, Coach Clint Myers, who'd been here before with Arizona State, said, hey, OU's not going to be here. We're going to try to fill that void. We're going to try to make ourselves, as amenable to fans as possible, sign autographs, have a good time with them, and try to get those fans on our side. But a couple more that you wouldn't think of so much is UCLA has a player on the team who is engaged to Patty Gasso, OU's coach's son. So there's a little bit of a connection there. And then Alabama, Patrick Murphy said, he was hoping that OU fans would just look at the colors because the Crimson Tide, beyond that, they're not going to root for him very much after knocking OU out of the Super Regionals last week.
Of course, a good thing to do when you don't know who to cheer for, always go for the underdog. There's not much of an underdog here. The top 8 national seeds all make it. Michigan, of course, is north of the Mason-Dixon line, plays in cold weather, as much of an underdog as anybody, but we're talking about a bunch of superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of the college softball blue bloods out here. There's not a whole lot of teams that haven't made not just one appearance, but a lot of appearances. But Auburn is in their first appearance. The SEC has blown up over the last few years. They've got 5 teams here, and Auburn is the new group there. UCLA is the other team that doesn't have anybody that has Women's College World Series experience on their team, but it's hard to think of UCLA as a newcomer given their history.
Well, let's go to some of the coaches and see what they had to say about who to cheer for when you come out to ASA Hall of Fame Stadium.
Same colors. When I saw a couple of Oklahoma people at our game, I almost said Roll Tide because I didn't see the rest of their shirt, and I was like, oh, boomer, I came to the football game here when we did home and away, and I did it probably 10 times. And they just kind of waved at me. They didn't know what to say. So they can cheer for everybody. I mean, they're great. It's very knowledgeable fans here. That's what's so cool about it. Everybody knows a good play, a good player, when a big time is in the game, and the crowd is just awesome here.
I tell you what, we're just excited to play in front of 10,000 fans. That's what we're excited to do. And I said this to my team is that I've played in plenty of stadiums where we didn't have anybody watching. I'll tell you what I'd rather have. And we play it like no one's cheering against you, everyone's cheering for you. They want to see good softball, and that's what we're coming prepared to play is good softball.
I think the Oklahoma fans want to see great softball, and the series is going to, I think, truly allow us to be able to do exactly that. But if you want a little inside scoop on why they should be cheering for us, we have a Bruin that's engaged to Patty's son, so I don't know. That might be a little inside scoop. There you go.
I would think they would cheer against the Patrick and those Alabama folks. I mean, if I were them. But I've seen the fans here, they do. They just cheer for great softball. But when they do tend to get behind a team, it's the Cinderella team that steps up, maybe the team that the very first year we ever came, Iowa came as well, and they were unseeded. And, man, they came in third in the tournament. They were the Cinderella team, and that was the team everybody picked up on. And, the top 8 seeds are here, so I don't know who the underdog and who the Cinderellas are. In my case, I always feel like we're the underdog, so they can cheer for us.
I just hope that Oklahoma forgives us for that football game up in Oregon. I was at that game, and that was bad call.